Break free from your old self. 40 Stoic lessons for real change. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a version of yourself that no longer fits who you truly are? Like you're caught in a cycle of repeating mistakes, habits, and excuses that hold you back from growing? In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into this trap, to feel like we're just going through the motions, not truly living. But here's the good news. Stoic philosophy shows us that we're not defined by our past, but by the choices we make right now. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to break free from the old you and embrace the person you were always meant to become? Consider this. Just like a traveler journeying through unfamiliar terrain, life constantly throws obstacles our way. But instead of resisting, Stoicism teaches us to view these challenges as opportunities for real change. Imagine you're carrying a heavy burden, one made of old habits, regrets, and limitations. The Stoics would tell you that you have the power to release it. The question is, are you ready to put down that weight and transform your life? Today, we'll explore 40 Stoic lessons that will guide you to break free from your old self. It's time to stop being defined by your past and start living with intention. At Stoic in Your Life, we believe true change begins from within, by mastering our thoughts, actions, and emotions. Let's dive in and see how Stoic wisdom can help you forge the life you've always wanted. Stoicism and Self-Betterment. Number 1. The power of control. The Stoic belief in focusing on what is within your control is foundational to achieving inner peace and freedom. In life, there are only a few things we can genuinely control: our thoughts, actions, and reactions. These are the only aspects of life that we can directly influence. Recognizing that everything else, such as the actions of others, external events, or circumstances, is beyond our control, frees us from unnecessary stress. This insight encourages us to stop fighting against things that are outside our power and instead focus our energy on what we can manage: our responses. True freedom lies in mastering ourselves, in cultivating the ability to choose how we react, even in the most challenging situations. Instead of being reactive, Stoicism teaches us to respond thoughtfully, which brings peace and reduces anxiety. By shifting our focus from outcomes to actions, we gain a sense of calm, knowing that we've done our best, regardless of the results. By practicing this mindset, we can better manage stress, disappointment, and frustration, because we realize that we are in charge of our own peace. It's about responding, not reacting, and embracing each moment with clarity and purpose. Number 2. Living according to nature. To live according to nature means to live authentically, in alignment with the natural world and the cycles of life. This involves embracing impermanence and accepting the natural flow of events without resistance. Life is full of cycles: birth, growth, decay, and death, and understanding this helps us recognize that change is inevitable. The Stoics teach us to embrace these natural transitions rather than fight against them. Just as the seasons change and the earth transforms, we too must accept that growth and decay are part of our own journey. This acceptance brings peace, as we realize we cannot control everything. By living simply, prioritizing what truly matters, and focusing on what brings us joy, we align ourselves with nature's pace. We must learn to appreciate what we have and find peace in the present moment. Much like nature doesn't worry about the future, but simply exists in harmony with the now. This approach to life encourages us to live with intention, focusing on the essentials that bring lasting happiness rather than chasing after external validation or material success. It's an invitation to live mindfully, with authenticity, in harmony with our surroundings and ourselves. Number 3. Embrace adversity as a teacher. In Stoic philosophy, adversity is not something to avoid or fear. It is a tool for growth and self-improvement. Life inevitably presents us with challenges, but instead of seeing these obstacles as burdens, Stoics view them as opportunities to build resilience and strength. Every difficult situation, whether a personal setback, a failure, or a hardship, offers valuable lessons. The key is to shift our mindset, viewing adversity not as a problem but as a chance to learn, grow, and evolve. The Stoics understood that discomfort and struggle are integral to developing mental toughness and fortitude. When faced with challenges, we have a choice: to give in to frustration and despair, or to embrace the discomfort as part of the process of becoming a stronger, wiser person. Adversity sharpens our character and prepares us for greater success. It teaches us patience, humility, and persistence. Every setback is a reminder that we are capable of enduring hardship and coming out the other side stronger and more capable. Embracing adversity is a path to not only surviving but thriving, as each challenge provides the lessons we need to reach our fullest potential. If you've made it this far, you're truly aligning with the wisdom of the universe. Now take a moment to reflect on the power of adversity in your life. What short phrase can capture your commitment to embracing challenges and growing stronger from them? Leave a comment with this slogan: "Adversity is my teacher." By sharing it, you're not just reflecting on the wisdom of Stoicism, but you're also showing your dedication to thriving through life's challenges. Remember, your transformation is just beginning. Stay with us on this journey. Number 4. The importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and essential for achieving long-term success. The Stoics understood that the ability to control one's impulses and emotions is what allows us to live a purposeful and meaningful life. In a world full of distractions and temptations, practicing self-discipline allows us to stay focused on our higher goals and avoid the traps of instant gratification. Achieving lasting success requires that we consistently take small actions that build up over time. These small steps, repeated consistently, lead to meaningful progress in every area of life. Discipline is not about rigid control. It's about exercising the freedom to make intentional choices that align with our values. By mastering our impulses, we gain the freedom to live life on our terms, making choices that lead us closer to our goals. Self-discipline is the foundation of all other virtues. It's what allows us to stay true to our purpose, even when the road gets tough. By exercising control over our emotions and actions, we build mental fortitude, which enables us to weather life's storms with resilience and grace. In essence, self-discipline is the key to freedom, for it is through discipline that we liberate ourselves from our most self-destructive tendencies. Number 5. Cultivate inner peace. Inner peace is the bedrock upon which a fulfilling and successful life is built. The Stoics believed that true peace does not come from external circumstances, but from cultivating tranquility within. External events, whether good or bad, are fleeting and beyond our control, but our internal response to these events is within our power. To cultivate inner peace, we must learn to let go of anger, resentment, and unnecessary stress, and instead focus on the things that matter most. Meditation, reflection, and mindfulness are essential tools for calming the mind and fostering self-awareness. Through these practices, we can gain clarity and focus, allowing us to act with intention rather than reacting impulsively to life's challenges. Self-acceptance is a crucial aspect of inner peace. It requires acknowledging our flaws and imperfections without judgment. When we embrace ourselves fully, both our strengths and weaknesses, we unlock the ability to maintain peace, even in the face of adversity. Gratitude is another powerful practice for cultivating inner peace. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance, which promotes contentment and calm. Inner peace is a state of being that can be nurtured daily through conscious effort, and it provides the stability needed to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace. The Stoic approach to life's challenges. Number 6. Embrace the present moment. The Stoic philosophy places great emphasis on living in the present moment, fully aware of the here and now. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain, yet we often find ourselves trapped in regrets about what has already happened or anxieties about what is to come. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from the mental burdens of these concerns. The Stoics remind us that the present moment is all we truly have, and how we choose to engage with it shapes our future. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes, we are encouraged to act with purpose in the here and now. This approach reduces anxiety and helps us make the most of the time we have. When we focus on what we can do right now, whether it's improving our situation, helping others, or simply enjoying the moment, we gain a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace. Time is our most valuable resource, and by living intentionally, we avoid wasting it on distractions or trivial concerns. The practice of mindfulness helps us stay grounded in the present and enables us to engage fully in our work, relationships, and personal growth. Number 7. Let go of comparisons. Comparison is one of the most destructive habits we can engage in. It robs us of joy, distracts us from our own path, and fuels feelings of inadequacy. The Stoics encourage us to let go of the need to compare ourselves to others, as each person's journey is unique. When we compare ourselves to others, we inevitably focus on their strengths while ignoring our own progress and potential. The truth is, you cannot control the actions, success, or failures of others, but you can control how you respond to them. By focusing on your own journey and growth, you create space for self-reflection and improvement. It's important to recognize that others will always be ahead of us in some areas, just as we may be ahead in others. Instead of feeling frustrated by this, we can use comparison as a tool for reflection. Rather than viewing others' achievements with envy, we can learn from them and ask ourselves what we can do to improve in our own lives. The Stoic principle of focusing on our own path helps us to remain centered, avoid distractions, and stay committed to our personal development. Number 8. Master your emotions. One of the central tenets of Stoic philosophy is emotional mastery. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control external events, we have complete control over how we respond emotionally. Emotions are powerful forces, but they are also transient and can be managed with the right mindset. Recognizing that emotions are signals, not commands, empowers us to choose how we act in any given situation. The key is not to suppress or deny emotions, but to understand them, recognize their source, and choose how we respond. Self-awareness is vital in this process, as it allows us to understand our emotional triggers and the patterns that lead to emotional reactions. By practicing mindfulness and emotional discipline, we can avoid impulsive reactions and instead respond with reason and calm. This emotional resilience allows us to navigate life's challenges with composure, ensuring that we act with purpose rather than being swept away by fleeting emotions. Mastering your emotions is not about denying them. It's about having the wisdom and strength to use them effectively, responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. You've just taken a significant step on the path to mastering yourself. Now, leave a comment with "Patience shapes my growth." Let us know how you're putting this powerful virtue into practice. Keep following along. Your transformation is unfolding, and we're here for it. Number 9. Seek wisdom. Wisdom is the highest virtue in Stoicism and serves as the guiding force behind all other virtues. Wisdom is more than knowledge. It is the ability to apply knowledge in a way that is both effective and virtuous. The Stoics emphasize that wisdom requires constant learning and self-reflection, as well as the humility to accept that we do not know everything. Seeking wisdom involves looking beyond surface-level knowledge and striving to understand deeper truths about ourselves, others, and the world around us. It is a lifelong journey, not a destination, and it involves learning from the experiences of others. By studying the lives of wise individuals and reflecting on our own experiences, we can gain insights that help us navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Wisdom is also found in self-reflection, allowing us to see our actions and decisions from different perspectives and adjust accordingly. The Stoics encouraged us to seek guidance from mentors, to read widely, and to stay open to new ideas. Wisdom, once cultivated, leads to better decision-making, greater peace, and a more fulfilling life. Number 10. Focus on self-improvement, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. The pursuit of perfection often leads to frustration and disappointment, as it is an unattainable standard. Instead, Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on continuous self-improvement, striving to be better today than we were yesterday. The process of self-betterment is ongoing, and every small improvement we make adds up over time, leading to significant personal growth. This shift from perfection to progress allows us to embrace failure as part of the learning process, rather than as a setback. Each step we take towards becoming a better version of ourselves, no matter how small, is a victory. Setting realistic goals that push us to grow is far more rewarding than trying to achieve an impossible standard of perfection. The Stoics remind us that true growth lies in consistency and persistence, not in reaching some unattainable ideal. By focusing on improvement and celebrating progress, we build resilience and maintain the motivation to continue on our journey of personal development. Stoic practices for daily life. Number 11. Take responsibility for your life. Taking full responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering practices you can adopt. The Stoics emphasize that you are the architect of your own reality, and your decisions, actions, and responses directly shape your experiences. This idea encourages personal ownership, meaning that both your successes and failures are products of your own choices, and both offer valuable lessons. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop blaming others or external circumstances for your situation. This shift in mindset empowers you to make the necessary changes and take control of your destiny. Rather than feeling helpless or victimized by the world around you, you begin to realize that you have the power to choose your response to every situation. This practice of empowerment builds resilience and fosters a sense of freedom, as you are no longer dependent on external factors for your happiness or success. Each decision becomes an opportunity to act with intention, and through this purposeful action, you unlock the freedom to create a life that aligns with your values. Responsibility becomes liberating, for it means you can no longer blame anyone else for your circumstances, allowing you to move forward with confidence, clarity, and a deeper sense of control. Number 12. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful practices for cultivating a positive mindset and increasing resilience. By practicing gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a deeper sense of appreciation for life. The Stoics remind us that even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for, as both the good and the bad are opportunities for growth. Gratitude fosters a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, helping you see life through a lens of appreciation rather than disappointment. It increases your emotional resilience, allowing you to bounce back from setbacks and stay grounded in times of difficulty. A daily practice of gratitude cultivates a habit of looking for the positive in every situation, no matter how challenging. By recognizing the small things, such as the support of loved ones, the beauty of nature, or the lessons learned through adversity, you deepen your connection to what truly matters. Gratitude not only enhances your happiness but also strengthens relationships, as expressing appreciation fosters mutual respect and emotional bonds. By practicing gratitude, you align your inner world with a greater sense of fulfillment, leading to greater satisfaction in your daily life and interactions. Number 13. Cultivate patience. Patience is a crucial Stoic virtue that enables you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. In a world that prioritizes speed and instant gratification, patience allows you to slow down, think critically, and act with intention. The Stoics believe that good things take time, whether it's achieving personal growth, building meaningful relationships, or reaching long-term goals. Impatience often leads to rash decisions, unnecessary stress, and a sense of frustration, whereas patience allows you to stay calm and composed, especially in times of uncertainty. When you practice patience, you begin to trust the process and accept that progress may take longer than anticipated. You learn to appreciate the journey, rather than fixating solely on the destination. Patience also helps you gain perspective in stressful situations, as you resist the urge to react impulsively. Instead, you approach challenges with a mindset of endurance and perseverance. Mastering patience enhances your ability to stay grounded, helps you see the bigger picture, and deepens your understanding of the natural rhythms of life. By cultivating patience, you give yourself the gift of time to grow, to learn, and to develop at a pace that aligns with your values. You've just taken a big step towards mastering yourself. Now it's time to put the Stoic principle of patience into action. Leave a comment with a short slogan, like "Patience brings clarity and growth," that shows how you're embracing this virtue in your life. Let us know how you're applying patience to navigate life's challenges. Keep following along. Your transformation is unfolding, and we're excited to be part of your journey. Number 14. Live with integrity. Living with integrity means acting according to your values and principles, even when no one is watching. The Stoics believed that integrity is the foundation of a virtuous life, as it aligns your actions with your beliefs and cultivates personal honor. Integrity requires that you consistently do the right thing, even in challenging situations, and that your words match your actions. This level of authenticity builds trust and respect, both with others and within yourself. When you live with integrity, you experience less inner conflict because your actions are aligned with your true self. The Stoics also emphasize that integrity involves standing by your commitments even when doing so is difficult or unpopular. It means being honest in every situation, as dishonesty erodes self-respect and weakens your character. Living authentically requires courage, but it brings immense peace, as you know you are acting in accordance with your values. When you honor your commitments and act with sincerity, you cultivate deep relationships founded on mutual trust and respect. Integrity is not just about doing what's right. It's about being true to who you are and living a life that reflects your highest ideals. Number 15. Embrace simplicity. Simplicity is a Stoic practice that encourages you to strip away the unnecessary distractions in life and focus on what truly matters. The Stoics understood that excessive material possessions and complex routines often cloud our judgment and detract from our well-being. Embracing simplicity leads to greater clarity and peace of mind, as it allows you to focus on the essentials, those things that truly contribute to your happiness and personal growth. Simplicity isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. By simplifying your possessions, you create mental space that allows you to focus on personal development and meaningful connections. A minimalist approach to life fosters greater contentment as you stop chasing after more and start appreciating what you already have. Simplicity helps you avoid the distractions and clutter that come with modern life, enabling you to live with intention and purpose. When you remove unnecessary burdens, you create more time and energy for what brings you joy, whether that's personal growth, relationships, or meaningful work. By embracing simplicity, you allow yourself to live more fully in the present moment, with a clearer sense of direction and a deeper appreciation for life's true pleasures. Stoic strategies for facing life's challenges. Number 16. Embrace the unknown. The unknown can be a source of anxiety, but the Stoics viewed it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Fear of the unknown is natural, but by confronting it with courage and rational thinking, you can reduce its power over you. The Stoics taught that growth happens outside your comfort zone, and embracing uncertainty is part of the journey. Instead of avoiding the unknown, you are encouraged to face your fears head-on, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to test your resilience and adaptability. The more you confront what you fear, the less power it has over you. Embracing uncertainty fosters a sense of freedom, as you no longer feel paralyzed by the unknown. The Stoics understood that life is full of unpredictable events, and the ability to accept this uncertainty allows you to live with greater peace and less anxiety. Rather than worrying about what might happen, you learn to trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This Stoic strategy of embracing the unknown helps you build the mental fortitude necessary to face life's challenges with calm and clarity. Number 17. Learn to forgive. Forgiveness is one of the most liberating practices in Stoic philosophy. Holding on to grudges only harms your peace of mind, as it keeps you trapped in negative emotions like anger, resentment, and bitterness. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning bad behavior. It means letting go of the emotional weight that comes with holding on to past wrongs. By releasing resentment, you free yourself from the burden of negative emotions and open the door to healing and personal growth. Forgiveness is an act of strength, not weakness, as it requires emotional maturity and a willingness to let go of the past. When you forgive others, you also free yourself to move forward without being held back by anger. The Stoics believe that focusing on your own actions and responses, rather than the wrongdoings of others, helps you maintain your inner peace. Through forgiveness, you regain control over your emotions, allowing you to act from a place of calm and clarity rather than being driven by anger. By practicing forgiveness, you take the first step toward emotional freedom, releasing yourself from the grip of past hurts. Number 18. Let go of materialism. Materialism often leads to a constant cycle of desire and dissatisfaction as we chase after possessions in an attempt to find happiness. The Stoics, however, taught that true happiness doesn't come from material wealth but from cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-control. Possessions are temporary and fleeting, but inner virtues provide lasting fulfillment. Letting go of materialism means reducing your attachment to things and focusing on what truly brings value to your life. By simplifying your desires, you free yourself from the constant pursuit of more and embrace contentment with what you already have. The Stoics believe that happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances, and that material wealth is not a true source of joy. Instead, they encourage living simply and focusing on personal growth. When you stop seeking validation from possessions and external markers of success, you are able to create a life that is rich in meaning and fulfillment. By letting go of materialism, You align yourself with the Stoic ideal of self-sufficiency, finding peace in what you already possess, both internally and externally. Number 19. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a powerful Stoic tool for personal growth and improvement. By regularly reflecting on your experiences, thoughts, and actions, you gain valuable insights into your motivations and behaviors. Reflection helps you identify areas for growth, making it easier to stay on track with your goals and values. The Stoics believed that self-reflection should be a daily practice, as it allows you to assess your progress and make adjustments where necessary. Reflection also fosters greater self-awareness, enabling you to see things from different perspectives and learn from your mistakes. By asking yourself critical questions such as what went well today and what could I have done better, you create an opportunity for continuous improvement. Self-reflection is also a way to hold yourself accountable for your actions, as it encourages you to examine whether your behavior aligns with your values and principles. By making self-reflection a part of your daily routine, you ensure that you are living intentionally and continually striving to become the best version of yourself. Number 20. Master the art of saying no. Learning to say no is an essential skill that the Stoics valued as part of maintaining focus on what truly matters. In life, we are often inundated with requests, distractions, and obligations that divert our attention and energy from our higher goals. Saying no is not an act of selfishness, but an act of self-discipline and self-respect. The Stoics understood that our time and energy are limited resources, and we must protect them fiercely. By saying no to things that do not align with your values or purpose, you create space for the things that are truly important. Saying no allows you to prioritize your goals, maintain your boundaries, and avoid overcommitting. When you say yes to everything, you risk spreading yourself too thin, which can lead to burnout, dissatisfaction, and loss of focus. Conversely, by being intentional in your choices and learning to say no, you empower yourself to act with purpose and clarity. This act of restraint helps you conserve your energy for pursuits that contribute to your growth, happiness, and fulfillment. The Stoic idea of mastering the art of saying no is about exercising control over your time, ensuring that every decision you make aligns with your deepest values and life's purpose. We're truly grateful to have you as part of our community. Have you ever faced a situation where someone disregarded your boundaries? How did you handle it? Share your insights. Your experiences can inspire others to take action in their own lives. Don't know where to start? No worries. Just leave a comment with a simple slogan like, "Saying no protects my peace." Let's keep this conversation going. Your voice has the power to make this space a source of growth and inspiration for all of us. Number 21. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the cornerstone of the Stoic philosophy of continuous self-improvement. Embracing a growth mindset means believing that you can develop your abilities and intelligence through effort, practice, and perseverance. The Stoics emphasize that challenges and failures are not obstacles, but opportunities for learning and growth. Instead of fearing mistakes, the Stoics encourage you to view them as valuable lessons that contribute to your development. Adopting a growth mindset allows you to approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and resilience. When you encounter setbacks, you do not see them as signs of failure, but as stepping stones toward greater understanding and skill. The Stoic practice of reflection helps you learn from your experiences, encouraging you to analyze what went wrong and how you can improve next time. This mindset helps you build emotional resilience, as you no longer view challenges as threats, but as chances to refine your character and expand your capabilities. The belief that growth is a gradual process fosters patience and persistence, helping you stay motivated and focused on the long-term goal of becoming a better, wiser person. Through this lens, every experience, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity to evolve into the person you aspire to be. Number 22. Seek solitude for clarity. Solitude is an essential Stoic practice for self-reflection and mental clarity. In a world filled with noise and distractions, moments of solitude allow you to reconnect with yourself, your values, and your deeper motivations. The Stoics understood that by spending time alone, you gain insights that may be difficult to access in the busyness of daily life. Solitude provides the mental space needed to think critically, evaluate your progress, and refine your understanding of the world. In the quiet of solitude, you can reflect on your actions and choices, assess your alignment with your values, and make necessary adjustments. Stoics such as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius regularly spent time in solitude to contemplate their lives and reconnect with their purpose. This practice helps to cultivate self-awareness and strengthens your inner resolve. Solitude is not about isolation or avoidance, but about finding peace and clarity away from external distractions. In solitude, you can recharge emotionally and spiritually, ensuring that you are grounded and focused when you return to the world. The Stoic value of solitude helps you become more attuned to your inner thoughts and desires, leading to greater understanding and self-mastery. Number 23. Practice contentment. Contentment is a central theme in Stoic philosophy, and it involves finding peace and satisfaction with what you have, rather than constantly yearning for more. The Stoics believed that happiness does not come from external circumstances or material possessions, but from cultivating a mindset of acceptance and gratitude for the present moment. Contentment is about recognizing that you have enough, and that happiness does not depend on acquiring more wealth, status, or possessions. By practicing contentment, you free yourself from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that often leads to stress and frustration. The Stoics encouraged focusing on the present, appreciating the things that are already in your life and finding joy in the simple pleasures. Contentment doesn't mean complacency. It means being at peace with where you are right now while continuing to strive for personal growth. By accepting that you cannot control everything in life, you learn to let go of the need for constant improvement and embrace the beauty of the present. When you cultivate contentment, you create an inner sense of peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances, leading to greater happiness and fulfillment in all areas of your life. Number 24. Align your actions with your values. The Stoics believed that living according to your values is the key to long-term fulfillment and peace of mind. Aligning your actions with your values means living authentically and consistently with the principles that are most important to you. When your behavior is congruent with your beliefs, you experience less internal conflict and greater harmony in your life. The Stoics emphasized that virtue, living a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the highest good, and all actions should aim to cultivate these virtues. By staying true to your values, you experience greater integrity and self-respect. It also helps you make decisions that are in line with your long-term goals, rather than being swayed by momentary desires or external pressures. The Stoic practice of self-reflection allows you to regularly check whether your actions are aligned with your values and make adjustments when necessary. This alignment creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose, as you know that you are living in accordance with what you believe is right and good. By living with integrity and aligning your actions with your values, you create a life that is meaningful, authentic, and deeply satisfying. Number 25. Cultivate strong relationships. The Stoics understood the importance of relationships in a fulfilling life. Meaningful connections with others provide support, growth, and a sense of belonging. However, the Stoics also cautioned against pursuing superficial relationships based on external rewards or approval. Instead, they emphasized the value of cultivating deep, authentic relationships that nurture mutual growth. By focusing on quality over quantity, You invest in relationships that are aligned with your values and contribute to your personal development. True friendship, according to Stoic philosophy, is grounded in shared virtue, respect, and support for one another's growth. The Stoics believe that we are social creatures by nature, and the relationships we form play a crucial role in our overall happiness and well-being. Practicing empathy, understanding, and compassion in your interactions with others strengthens these bonds and helps you build a support network that encourages you to grow and thrive. Mutual respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and by investing in relationships that encourage mutual development, you create a community of like-minded individuals who help you on your journey toward wisdom and virtue. Strong relationships not only provide emotional fulfillment, but also offer opportunities for learning, growth, and personal evolution. Stoic principles for building resilience. Number 26. Embrace your own mortality. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of our mortality. Recognizing that life is finite allows you to live with greater clarity and purpose. The Stoics believed that contemplating death regularly was not morbid, but a necessary reminder to live fully in the present. By embracing your own mortality, you are encouraged to live with intention, knowing that time is precious and finite. This perspective helps you prioritize what truly matters: relationships, personal growth, and virtuous living, rather than getting caught up in distractions or trivial concerns. Seneca famously wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." By accepting that death is inevitable, you are freed from the fear of it and can focus on making each moment meaningful. This realization fosters resilience, as it encourages you to face challenges without fear of the unknown. When you stop fearing death, you begin to live more fully and authentically. Every challenge, obstacle, or setback becomes part of the larger picture of your life, and you are more equipped to navigate through them with calm and clarity. Mortality is not something to fear. Rather, it is a catalyst for living with purpose and resolve. Number 27. Take action, even when you feel fear. The Stoics believe that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty and challenge, but it should not hold you back from pursuing your goals. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, take action even when it feels uncomfortable. The Stoics practiced what is called voluntary discomfort, intentionally placing themselves in challenging situations to build resilience. Whether it's taking on a difficult task, speaking up when it's hard, or stepping outside of your comfort zone, action is the antidote to fear. By taking action, you demonstrate to yourself that you have the strength and resolve to face discomfort head-on. This practice of confronting fear teaches you that you are capable of more than you think, and it reinforces your ability to remain calm and composed even in the face of adversity. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By acting in spite of fear, you transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. Number 28. Accept what you cannot change. One of the key tenets of Stoic philosophy is recognizing what is within your control and what is not. There are many things in life that are beyond our power: external events, the actions of others, and random occurrences that shape our circumstances. The Stoics teach that the key to resilience lies in accepting these things as they are, without resistance. Fighting against the uncontrollable only leads to frustration, anxiety, and suffering. Instead, focus your energy on what you can control: your thoughts, reactions, and choices. When you learn to accept what is outside of your control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and emotional turmoil. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity or resignation. but rather a proactive approach to managing your internal state. You can still take thoughtful action, make informed decisions, and prepare for the future, but you do so with the understanding that you cannot control everything. This mindset allows you to stay calm and grounded, even in the midst of external chaos or uncertainty. By releasing attachment to outcomes, you cultivate inner peace and build resilience in the face of adversity. If you're still here, it's clear that you value thoughtful choices. Let me know in the comments by sharing the slogan, "Accept what you can't control," to show your commitment to embracing what lies beyond your control and focusing on what you can change. Let's continue learning together. More eye-opening content is on the way. Number 29. Build emotional fortitude. Emotional fortitude is the ability to maintain composure, even in the face of intense emotions or difficult situations. The Stoics believed that emotions, while natural, should not dictate our actions. Instead of letting anger, frustration, or sadness control your behavior, develop the ability to respond with rationality and clarity. Building emotional fortitude involves training yourself to pause and reflect before reacting to situations. It means acknowledging your emotions without being overwhelmed by them, and choosing to respond in ways that align with your values. The Stoic practice of self-reflection is vital here, as it helps you examine your emotional responses and learn from them. Over time, you become less reactive and more proactive, better equipped to handle the emotional ups and downs of life. When you cultivate emotional fortitude, you build resilience, as you are no longer at the mercy of your feelings. Instead, you can face life's challenges with calm, confidence, and mental clarity. Emotional fortitude strengthens your character and enables you to navigate the difficulties of life with poise and grace. Number 30. Let go of the need for approval. The desire for external validation is a common source of stress and anxiety. We often seek approval from others to feel worthy or to gain reassurance that we are on the right path. The Stoics, however, taught that true contentment comes from within. When you let go of the need for approval, you free yourself from the constant pressure of living up to others' expectations. This does not mean disregarding others' feedback or rejecting genuine relationships. Rather, it means prioritizing your own values and sense of self-worth over external opinions. The Stoics emphasize that the only approval you need is your own. When you focus on living according to your values and doing what is right, you build self-respect and inner peace. Letting go of the need for approval allows you to make decisions based on what is truly important to you, rather than on what others might think. It also protects you from the emotional roller coaster that comes from seeking external validation, enabling you to stay grounded and resilient in the face of external judgments. Number 31. Keep a Stoic journal. A Stoic journal is a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth. Writing regularly in a journal allows you to track your thoughts, actions, and emotions, helping you gain greater self-awareness and clarity. The Stoics often kept journals to reflect on their experiences, challenge their assumptions, and refine their understanding of Stoic principles. Through journaling, you can examine your day, assess your responses to challenges, and identify areas where you can improve. It also provides an opportunity to reflect on the lessons of the day and reinforce the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. By keeping a Stoic journal, you can cultivate mindfulness and intentionality in your daily life. Journaling also helps you process difficult emotions, clarify your goals, and track your progress on the path to self-improvement. This practice encourages you to be honest with yourself, face uncomfortable truths, and continually strive for personal growth. The Stoic journal becomes a valuable tool for developing resilience, as it allows you to learn from your experiences and stay focused on your long-term goals. Stoic principles for peace and fulfillment. Number 32. Simplify your desires. In Stoic philosophy, desire is often seen as a root cause of suffering. The more we desire, the more we are vulnerable to disappointment when our desires are unfulfilled. To cultivate peace and fulfillment, the Stoics encourage simplifying your desires, focusing on what is truly necessary for a good life. Desires for material wealth, social status, or external validation can easily lead to anxiety, as they are, often fleeting or beyond our control. By reducing your desires, you free yourself from constant longing and allow yourself to focus on what truly matters: inner peace, personal growth, and meaningful relationships. Simplifying desires doesn't mean renouncing all pleasures, but it involves recognizing that happiness does not come from the accumulation of things or external achievements. Instead, happiness comes from cultivating virtuous qualities such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. By embracing simplicity, you can live a more peaceful and fulfilling life, no longer enslaved to the endless pursuit of more. The Stoics believed that the fewer things you desire, the more content you would be with what you already have, and this approach creates a profound sense of inner peace. Number 33. Practice mindful detachment. Mindful detachment is the practice of separating yourself from the outcomes of external events while still engaging with life fully. The Stoics taught that while you cannot control what happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. This requires cultivating a sense of emotional detachment from the results of your actions and the behavior of others. When you detach from outcomes, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional turmoil and allow yourself to be present in the moment. This practice is not about indifference or disengagement, but rather about focusing on your actions and values, rather than obsessing over results or seeking external validation. By practicing mindful detachment, you develop resilience. As you no longer tie your self-worth to external events or judgments, you can act with integrity and purpose, without being attached to the approval or disapproval of others. This detachment allows you to stay calm in the face of adversity, as you accept that outcomes are beyond your control, while still striving to act virtuously. Number 34. Let go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a common barrier to peace and fulfillment. The Stoics believed that perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of it often leads to frustration and self-doubt. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on continuous improvement and growth. The journey towards becoming the best version of yourself is a lifelong process, and there will always be room for learning and refinement. Perfectionism sets an impossible standard, leading to feelings of inadequacy and burnout. The Stoics advocated for embracing imperfection as a natural part of the human experience. They believed that every mistake or failure is an opportunity to learn and improve. By letting go of perfectionism, you free yourself from unrealistic expectations and allow yourself to grow at your own pace. Embrace progress, not perfection, and accept that the pursuit of virtue and wisdom is a process, not a destination. When you let go of perfectionism, you gain the freedom to enjoy the present moment and appreciate the journey, rather than fixating on unattainable ideals. You've made it this far because you're committed to living with wisdom and purpose. Leave a comment with the slogan, "Progress, not perfection," to show you're embracing this Stoic approach to growth. Stay connected. Stronger lessons are coming your way. Number 35. Find joy in simplicity. In our modern world, it's easy to become caught up in the pursuit of more money, more possessions, more accomplishments. However, the Stoics taught that true joy comes not from accumulation, but from embracing the simplicity of life. Finding joy in simplicity means appreciating the small everyday pleasures, the warmth of a cup of tea, the sound of birds singing, the beauty of nature. By shifting your focus away from external achievements and material wealth, you can cultivate a deep sense of contentment in the present moment. Simplicity allows you to live without the weight of unnecessary burdens, freeing you from the constant desire for more. It encourages you to be mindful of the present and to cherish the simple moments that make life meaningful. The Stoics believed that happiness comes from aligning your life with nature's rhythms and focusing on the essentials. When you embrace simplicity, you realize that the most important things in life are already within reach: love, virtue, and peace of mind. Simplicity helps you live a life that is both rich and fulfilling, without the need for excess or distraction. Number 36. Cultivate gratitude in adversity. Gratitude is a powerful practice, but it becomes even more transformative when we practice it in the face of adversity. The Stoics taught that challenges and hardships are opportunities for growth, and by cultivating gratitude even in tough times, you can transform your perspective. When faced with difficulties, focus not on what you have lost, but on what you still have and what you can learn from the situation. By practicing gratitude in adversity, you develop resilience as you learn to appreciate the lessons that challenges bring. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding you of all the things that are going well in your life, even amidst hardship. It helps you reframe negative experiences and see them as stepping stones towards wisdom and strength. Instead of complaining or feeling defeated, choose to be thankful for the opportunity to grow and improve. As Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Gratitude in adversity allows you to cultivate a mindset of abundance, peace, and perseverance no matter what challenges you face. The Stoic path to lasting contentment. Number 37. Live with purpose. Living with purpose is at the core of Stoic philosophy. Without a clear sense of purpose, life can feel aimless and unfulfilling. The Stoics emphasize that we should live according to our values and dedicate ourselves to meaningful endeavors that align with our principles. A purposeful life is one that is intentional and focused, where each action is taken with clarity and direction. To live with purpose, identify what matters most to you, whether that's personal growth, relationships, contributing to society, or living virtuously, and make it the foundation of your daily actions. Living with purpose allows you to navigate life's challenges with resilience, as you have a clear reason for persevering through difficulties. It also provides a deep sense of satisfaction, as you know that your time and energy are being spent on things that truly matter. Purposeful living leads to fulfillment, as it helps you prioritize the things that bring you joy and peace. As the Stoics believed, our purpose is to live virtuously and to contribute to the well-being of others, and in doing so, we find true happiness. Number 38. Practice self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances or the approval of others. By cultivating self-sufficiency, you free yourself from dependence on things outside your control, whether that's material wealth, social status, or other people's opinions. Self-sufficiency means finding contentment in yourself, regardless of external conditions. It allows you to maintain peace and stability, no matter what life throws your way. In a world that often encourages the pursuit of external success, the Stoics remind us that the key to happiness is not in accumulating wealth or possessions, but in developing inner strength, wisdom, and virtue. When you are self-sufficient, you are less affected by external factors and more focused on living a life aligned with your values. This independence brings freedom, as you are not beholden to the whims of others or the fluctuations of the outside world. Self-sufficiency is not about isolation, but about understanding that true contentment comes from within. Number 39. Seek to leave a positive legacy. The Stoics believed in living a life that contributes positively to the world and leaves a lasting legacy. While we may not have control over how we are remembered, we can control the impact we have on others during our lifetime. Seek to contribute to the well-being of others, whether through acts of kindness, wisdom, or service. By living with integrity and purpose, you create a legacy of virtue that transcends your own life. This legacy is not measured by wealth or fame, but by the positive influence you have on those around you and the values you pass on to future generations. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, often reflected on his own mortality and sought to live in a way that would benefit others and leave the world a better place. To live a meaningful life is to live in service of others and in alignment with the greater good. A positive legacy, built on wisdom, compassion, and selflessness, is one of the highest forms of fulfillment. Number 40. Embrace the Stoic path to inner peace. At the heart of Stoicism is the pursuit of inner peace, which comes from mastering your mind and emotions. The Stoics believed that external events do not disturb us. It is our judgments about them that cause distress. To find lasting peace, you must train your mind to see things as they truly are, without unnecessary attachments or distortions. Embrace the Stoic practice of mindfulness, focusing on what is within your control and letting go of what is not. Cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, which foster a sense of inner strength and tranquility. Inner peace is not a passive state, but an active choice to align your life with your values and principles. It is found in the acceptance of what is, the courage to face adversity, and the wisdom to choose how you respond to life's challenges. By embracing the Stoic path, you can cultivate a deep and lasting peace that remains undisturbed by the ups and downs of life. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Before we dive deeper into our next topic, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your presence. You may have experienced something similar or have valuable insights to add to the conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment, "Inner peace starts with me." Or simply share your perspective on how you navigate the challenges of maintaining peace when life feels chaotic. Your small acts of engagement not only show your participation, but also inspire us to keep creating content that truly resonates with you. As we wrap up this journey through Stoic philosophy, I encourage you to take these principles and apply them to your everyday life. Remember, true transformation comes from within. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you can break free from old patterns and start living a life of purpose, wisdom, and resilience. The Stoic path isn't just about surviving life's challenges, but about thriving through them. So what Stoic practice will you start incorporating into your routine today? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. I'd love to hear how these lessons are helping you on your journey to real change. Stay committed to your growth and remember, peace begins with you. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more wisdom on living the Stoic way.